I have found somewhere to live, which is nice. And they're like, hey, you know, don't have huge parties. Don't invite a bunch of people over and smoke the place out. And I'm like, yeah, all right. You can verifiably see I spend my Friday nights alone in my room. You can look it up online, all right? First stream at the new place, in the background is a 3-story spiral staircase. Yeah, I show up for my first stream and it's where that one guy recorded that apology video for the CSGO Lotto.
Can you dox the apartment address after you move out so I can move in and pretend to be you?
How would you pretend to be me? You know what's kind of weird is like somebody who started watching me when I very first started streaming, which is getting on like 3 years ago now. If I keep streaming for 1 more year, they could have done their whole undergrad while I was streaming. Oh God, my high school's 10-year reunion is coming up. Ah, I can't do this, man. But I found out someone I went to high school with is a practicing physician now. Like, I dated her in high school. And look what I'm doing. Look who's laughing now. That shot was surgical, you know? Chat, I can only go to my 10-year if I have 5 million subscribers on YouTube. So I'm gonna need to start pumping out those videos, guys. My high school GF went on to do medical stuff too. She ran this startup blood testing company. Haven't heard from her in a bit. Boy, could she rock a turtleneck though. How funny would it be to make make a dating profile? We will ensure you get no bitches. I don't know if I need you guys for that. Sad +2 for myself on that one. As a civilian, can you own a tank as long as the gun is like disabled? And then second question, can you ever really, like, if you were mechanically inclined, couldn't you just re-enable the gun as soon as they turned away from you? In America, yes? Okay, I'm sorry. What? You can drive a tank as long as it's a road legal? I guess, like, congratulations on your liberties, I guess? Am I the only one who thinks it's a little stupid to allow people to have tanks as long as they have no weapons? The whole point of a tank is that it's just like a really heavily armored thing and you could add the weapons like relatively easily. No more dangerous than a big old car? I think that's where I'm kind of divulging with you. Because a big old car will explode if you shoot it enough with like small rounds. Like even though it's a big car. I guess if it's like, you know, I guess we were gonna allow bulletproof windows and armor plating on cars, we might as well allow tanks. K-Kona. Fuck it, I guess. That's the thing with America is whenever I try and ration out like a policy, I'm like, well, if everybody else is already fucking strapped anyways, and then I just throw my hands up in the air and say fuck it. And I think that's how you guys do it too, actually. Wait, rip Atriarch stream? What happened? Did his internet die on him again? I mean, that's what you think, but he told me about this secret button he has that makes it seem like his stream is lagging. He told me he was actually losing his mind when he streamed, and if he saw one more Glizzy joke, he was gonna fucking lose it. So like, whoever said Glizzy in his chat, you're probably the reason. Chat, remember when you guys could gift 5 subs and then get your name written on Mrs. Incredible? Don't you miss when this stream was good and we had actual motivation to sub like that? We need to make this stream great again. I followed somebody today on Twitter, scrolled through the feed. The first post I saw from them was somebody said, I just got the 3-finger special from Cane's. And I think she said, I need someone to give me the 3-finger special. Oh, this was a good follow, I think. There should be some interesting bangers on here. We love a Caniac. I told you guys about my experience with Popeye's chicken yesterday, right? And how it was magical. Because I had never had Popeye's chicken before, and I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna get a chicken sandwich. And it was amazing. It was so good. And then they had the double fried fries that were like crispy on the outside. That were seasoned? And I was like, damn, Popeyes, I wasn't familiar with your game, dude. Also, is the 3-finger special real? Want me to show you? Okay, guys, come on! Dan Hench, though, for whatever reason, I find him very off-putting and freaky. I get his satire is like him doing crazy characters, but he scares me, man. And I'm not knocking the guy. Like, I think he's very good at what he does. It's just like a feeling I get, is that it feels basically like outrage bait, but with more skill put into it. That's maybe the part where I feel like kind of like, couldn't you just make something that's like more funny and less designed to just make people angry? Am I basically just doing talk therapy up here? But instead of being like, hey, that's a really interesting thought, how does that make you feel? My therapist is like, bald, omega lol, short, I can't, you fell off. My therapist knows what a wave dash is thanks to me. I can imagine how the conversation went. And then, so it was the first round at my major, and then I look over and see who my first opponent is, and it's Mango. And so basically, to understand this next part, you're gonna need to know what a wave dash is. So when your character is moving forward, you have 7 frames of invulnerability during this movement, but if you snap your right stick back at a 45-degree angle, you can move your character in such a way. I'm sorry. Why is he in the brink of tears? Because he played Mango! I'd be on the brink of tears in therapy too, man. Somebody's gotta play him too, that's the thing, man. Imagine getting 2-0'd by a drunk dad in pools. Okay, he's still the GOAT though. Like if Michael Jordan's, I'm sure he's had kids. I think if he throws back 5 or 6 beers, he's still gonna be hitting fadeaway jumpers at like 45%. Father Time beats all except LeBron. Yeah, I read an article today talking about how apparently LeBron eats like not very like healthily. You know, you figure like a crazy athlete like him would be on super nuts diets. Apparently bro is just snacking. He like loves sugary sweets. He loves like eating French toast, and like he ate like 7 bags of gummy worms during a commercial shoot or something. And somebody was like, what the fuck, man? And he's just like, yeah, I'm built different. What do you want from me? Like, I'm hungry. It is crazy that Bluey's that big, because I had no idea. Like, of course, I set my cat up with playdates with myself to watch a TV program like all the other normal millennials. Listen, if I ever get desperate enough to start watching Bluey cutscenes, just know the content has dried up. Save this clip and play it back to me when I suggest it during the subathon in 2027. I almost said in 2024, then realized that was this year. Actually end me, bro. I feel like you only say you strongly suggest something if you're so pissed, or if you're like smug in your position of authority. Like now that I think about it, the guy who held me up at the airport for having a butterfly knife bottle opener in my suitcase, that would be the type of guy to say some shit like that. I strongly suggest you wait for the police to arrive, sir. Made me talk to the fucking cops for a bottle opener. Also, I'm still tripping out about the fact that things look longer if they're close to the speed of light. Oh yeah, I was talking about this with Steve. Einstein just thought about it. Bro just thought about things and applied mathematical principles and discovered shit about our universe that no one else knew. Well, they call me the Einstein of Hitman speedrunning. Yeah, also because I'm married to my cousin. Was he? Is that a myth? Can someone look that up? Jamie, can you look that up? Jamie, was Einstein really married to his cousin? He was married to his cousin. Is cousin marriage a stereotype in areas of Canada like it is in the US? No, not really. Other than Saskatchewan. My one viewer from Saskatchewan. God damn it! You can't keep getting away with it. You know, I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, I need to be proactive in making my inner world rich. I need to read about the wonders of the world. I need to read about, you know, history. Sounds like some nerd shit. Hear me out. The banter is gonna be so much better. If I start info dumping to you guys, Queen Victoria's like 3rd uncle who ran like a cursed donkey farm, smallpox, I don't even know it was a problem in the Victorian era. They had big pox back then. That's fucked up. People died too soon.